how's it going? So today we're taking a look at the QRONGE Aurora. It's a $500 electric trike. So let's just jump straight into it. Okay, well, let's jump straight into the specs here. So this is a 36 volt, 750 watt e-bike. It comes with a 36 volt, 15 amp hour battery. She got some pretty good battery capacity there. I'll show the total watt hours here. So with the 36 volt, 15 amp hour battery paired with the 750 watt front hub motor here, this is internal geared hub motor. The claimed top speed on this is 15 miles an hour. So let's jump right in and do a quick speed test and see how she does. All right, so there's 5 modes. We'll just test like level 1, 3, and 5, the top speed. So let's start off in level 1. We'll use the throttle here. So just for a reference, I'm 275 pounds. For that small motor, it actually doesn't do too bad of a job. So what are we at? 10 miles an hour, 11, 12. All right, well, level 1 goes up to 12 miles an hour. Let's see level 3. Got 13. All right, 14 miles an hour. Let's try level 5. You see the battery's dipping down pretty good. It's actually really cold today for Texas. So it looks like, yep, we hit 15 there. There we go. So that seems to be accurate, how they rated the top speed. So here's another thing to test. Let's try and see what kind of speed we can get with no pedal assist at all, and how easy it is to ride with no power assist. Because the bike's actually surprisingly light. Yeah, so it's no problem. You could just ride it like a regular old trike. Like, say if you run out of battery for some reason, it's probably pretty unlikely, but if you did, you know, you could just ride it like a regular bike. It's no problem. You know, you got the gears here to help you out. Okay, so I mean, that's pretty accurate. You get almost top speed right from the get-go. The difference in the power level seems to be like the torque and the acceleration, which for this bike actually feels really good. You know, I review a lot of high power bikes that go much faster, but with this trike, I think it's just the configuration. 15 miles an hour actually feels pretty fast. I wouldn't want to go much faster than that, and during normal riding, I'd probably go closer to 10 miles an hour, something like that. So 15 miles an hour seems, you know, just right for this thing. Now it comes with what looks like 160 millimeter rotors and cable actuated brakes. Let's give those a test really quick and see how she does. All right, so we'll just get up to maybe like, I don't know, 13, 14 miles an hour, and then we'll hit the brakes. I'll start right at this fire hydrant here. Yeah, not bad. So I mean, it pretty much stopped right away. You got the cable disc brakes. I'm not sure how big these rotors are. I think these look like maybe like 160 millimeters rotors or something like that. And then you've got the mechanical disc brakes with a cable. You know, they're not as good as hydraulic disc brakes, but I mean, they work well enough. And for the price, $500, I mean, really, you can't really expect to get hydraulic brakes. If you enjoy my content, please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to make it to 10,000 subscribers. You can help me with that. Just click a button. I have a lot of different types of videos on my channel. I do, you know, custom builds. I review bikes. I buy bikes. This is my first free bike that I've received. Please show me some support and just hit subscribe. Watch the video to the end. Like and share. All that kind of stuff. Thanks in advance. Yeah, so not bad at all. You can see like the height of the seat is fairly adjustable here. This little contraption just unscrews. You can push it down and tighten it back up. It's pretty easy to use. Easy to tighten the seat. And also you can lower the handlebars too, so you can actually get this thing pretty low. I would say it's good for anyone like 5 foot, maybe 5'2", 5'3", and above. All the way up to 6 something, you're going to be comfortable because you can lift that seat up and those handlebars up pretty high. So the ergonomics are really good. So I mean, generally the bike feels really comfortable actually. I mean, the large 26-inch wheels kind of make it comfortable even though there's no rear suspension, but there is that front suspension there. The pedal assist is slightly delayed. I mean, I felt a lot worse, you know, so it takes maybe about a full turn before that kicks in, but it's not bad at all. The one thing you got to get used to, because I am not used to riding tricycles, so I actually had to come in the parking lot here and and sort of practice maneuvering the bike, because it feels a lot different than a, you know, 2-pedal bike, because you're leaning in on 2 pedals, but this one's not. So you're actually putting pressure on the right side to turn left, and you're putting pressure on the left side to turn right, which is the opposite of like riding a 2-wheel bike. And so like it takes some getting used to. When I first jumped on it, I didn't know that. I almost crashed into a car, but you know, just practicing in here now, I'm getting pretty used to it already. It doesn't take much practice at all, but just keep that in mind that a trike feels a lot different as far as turning than a regular bike. But just practice a little bit in the parking lot and you'll be just fine. The seat feels really comfortable. The ergonomics feel pretty good. The handlebars are just right at my reach. I've got like a comfortable, you know, sort of bend in my elbows. My back feels fine. Posture feels good. This kind of thing where you just kind of cruise around all day on it. Take it down to the beach or the park or, you know, wherever. But yeah, just like the general riding sort of feel and comfort, it feels really good. It does come with the front headlight. You can turn it on just by pressing and holding the plus button. You see the little headlight indicator comes on there, and it is on. It's actually reasonably bright, but you can't really see it really good, right? Because it's the middle of the day. And then turn it off. It's just the same thing. Hold it down. The display is very basic, easy to understand. You got your battery charge. You got your assist level. You can change those just by pushing up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got your miles per hour and then your odometer. What's cool about this bike, it comes stock in miles per hour. You don't have to go in and try to figure out how to change it from kilometers to miles. Now there's 2 ways. You have 2 steps to turn the bike on. You've got the key here. So it goes off. So you switch the key on and then you hold down the M button and the bike comes on. Simple. Now you do have 7 gears. So you have a Shimano shifter here and a Shimano derailleur. The overall look of this bike, I think, is pretty cool. It seems pretty high quality to me. I like the paint job, you know. I like how the fenders look. They look pretty cool. You've got these back reflectors here. It does come with the brake light. A rear light there. One of the coolest thing about this bike is all the storage. You know, you've got a pretty good basket up here. It does come off. You just press that button here. You got a handle and you can just carry along with you. And then you have a really large basket in the rear here. So if you wanted to put like a small cooler in here, maybe with some rod holders, you can, you know, take your rods and cooler to your favorites nearby fishing spot, or, you know, put all your stuff for a little picnic or beach towels and stuff like that if you want to take a quick ride down to the beach if you live by one. So I think I mentioned it already, but the wheels are 26 inches. So you got 3 26-inch wheels. Going over bumps and stuff like that actually feels really good in the rear without having that rear suspension. It does have non-adjustable front forks. Even with my heavy weight, they feel just fine. So they'll be fine for most people, I would think. So here's some accessories it comes with. It actually comes with a lot of accessories. I didn't install all of them because I don't really need to use them, but it does come with them, and you can use, you know, whichever ones you feel like. Comes with this bike lock that you can actually attach to the bike. You know, a little air pump, has mirrors, a little bottle holder that you can attach, a cover, a full cover, so if you park this thing outside, you want to cover it up, protect it from the rain. It's got that. And it's got a 2-amp charger, so you're looking at probably about, you know, 6 to 8 hours to charge it up if you get pretty close to empty. I mean, that's a lot of stuff for this price point, $500. The really amazing thing is this thing's only $500. You know, at the time of filming this video, it's $500. It comes in a few colors here. I'll put the pictures of them up on the screen. But for $500, you're getting, you know, a 36 volt, 750 watt with a 15 amp hour battery. That's actually really good. You know, I would think this kind of thing would cost at least $1,000, but for $500, man. The only thing, you know, that I guess you can't really knock it because it is cheap. It does take a while to put together. So it took me about 4 hours to assemble it. It's actually very straightforward and simple. You just read the instructions and follow the steps. That's one of the reasons I think you're getting the lower price point, because it does take a decent amount of assembly once you get it. But I mean, to me, like I said, wasn't bad at all and totally worth it. So let's jump back on and just keep riding, see how she feels. You know what's interesting is, I don't know why, but like when I pedal the bike, the maneuvering, the steering feels more natural than when I'm holding the throttle. But it's all just a matter of getting used to it. Yeah, it just feels more natural when I pedal. Very interesting. For me, pedal assist 3 is pretty perfect. Like, I don't really feel like I need more power or I want to go any faster than what 3 delivers. So that's kind of good when it comes to battery life. So on the battery range, you know, God, it's such a subjective thing because everyone's different. They ride different. You know, it's going to be different where if you're pedaling rather than just using the throttle, your weight has a lot to do with it. If you're going over a lot of hills, all this stuff plays a role. But generally speaking, again, depending on how you ride, you're probably looking at in between 20 and 40 miles on this thing. I mean, even on the low end, it's still plenty enough to get you down to the park or your fishing spot or the beach or whatever, you know. and it's fun. Like, all e-bikes are fun. You don't have to have a super high powered e-bike to have a great time. All right, so I guess we can talk about, who's this bike for? I mean, really, it's for anyone who wants the cargo capacity. If you find yourself going on picnics a lot, you want to go out and explore neighborhoods and find different spots, fishing spots or something like that. You want to take a little cooler in your rods with you, it's perfect for that. If you're retired, you're down there in Florida near the beach or something like that, you want to pack some stuff up and take it down to the beach, I mean, once you get used to it, it's actually really easy to ride. The brakes feel good, suspensions feel good, it's nice and comfortable. The seat is really plush. So yeah, it's just anyone who doesn't need like a super fast bike. And it's like right now I'm going 50 miles an hour. It feels like I'm going really fast. And I'm hitting 15 miles an hour just in mode 3. So you can hit the top speed even in the lower modes, like I said. Cool thing is, and then you don't have to put your foot down. And on takeoff right here, if you don't want to stand up or whatever, they just hit the throttle really quick. Oh, that's one thing I didn't mention. It has a quarter throttle here to assist you, and it has a horn. So it's got a light, a horn, the rear light. It's got the quarter throttle here, and you can ride it throttle only. It's got 5 levels of power system. I've said some of that before, but just to make sure I get everything. Let's turn into this parking lot here. The key to like maneuvering this is staying light on the handlebars. Just turning them the direction you want to go. You don't have to put a lot of pressure on them. You don't have to lean on them like you do a normal bike. Just stay light on them, and almost like what you do with a car, but it's a little different having a steering wheel. But all right, guys, well, hey, thanks for watching. I want to thank QRONGE for sending me out this pretty sweet bike, the Aurora, for review. It's kind of a milestone for my channel. This is the very first bike that a company has sent me for review, so I really appreciate that. Thanks everyone for watching to the end. I got a lot of cool videos coming up on my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.